So a couple of things. First of all, in terms of the animals in there, we've got people that are handling animals, and certainly it's absolutely fine to photograph and film any of that. The wash station, of course, again, is completely fine. The main thing is that just stay behind the caution tape we have set up. The main thing is just to listen to us as far as animals that are actually in the cages. We're trying to just rotate the animals that are getting the attention, because the stress of that constant attention can have an impact on our ability to work with them. So if you can just be guided by me on that. Jay Holcomb, who is the program manager here, is actually inside, and so we'll just get you in and then give you a couple of basic facts and figures, and then you can head over there and speak with him and do a couple of one-on-one interviews if you like as well. We'll come back outside. We can see the aviaries out here, and then if we've got enough time and everybody's been through and you need to get some final footage back inside, you're welcome to do that as well. So thank you. I'll just give you the numbers so that you have that. And obviously Jake can do some more in-depth interviews as well, but as of yesterday we've received 634 birds in total at this facility here in Fort Jackson, and we've released 92 so far.
The all brown pelicans
that have been released? No, there have been some other birds that have been released. Yesterday we released both pelicans and some of the other birds that we've had in as well. 634 come through.
94?
34. That's live birds that have come through this center.
Now, do you have these statistics posted in the daily logs, and is there sheets here that we can walk away with?
Everything is on our website. If you go to the media center pages of the website, there's a downloadable PDF that we post every day, which comes from the command center, so that has complete numbers on there.
They stress. So over misunderstood word and overused word, but they are stressed. I mean, if they're in a cage, they're stressed. They're not used to being in a four-wall cage with people. However, they eat food really well. They socialize with each other really well, as long as they're not too debilitated. And they handle the stress of being washed really well. And I will show you the ones outside in the cages that are playing and doing stuff like that. And then when they get released, we typically have a pretty good survival. Can't predict what it's going to be. You never can do that. I won't go there because I don't have a crystal ball.
Pelicans, I suppose.
They're not. Some of them are really sweet, and some of them are monsters, and they bite the hell out of you. And I admit that. Some of them are just evil, but other ones you can just do anything with. They're really wonderful birds because they all have different personalities, and you can watch their social order. And there's the mean ones and the big males that beat up everybody else, and there's the little ones that are really sweet and all that. But they have a pecking order, just like every other bird.
Do they have families that they make?
Yeah, they have pairs for life. So here's one thing that you should know. So every adult bird we have, like that's an adult, those are adult birds. Adult birds have the white heads. You'll see them when we take you outside. Every adult bird that's here representing its nest for the year. So most of the adults here have a mate, and they have one or two babies. So if there's one adult here, that means the mate won't be able to raise the other two babies, which means they'll die. So one bird here means that it's young for this year and will probably die.
Without being a bird psychologist, does that bird miss its family?
Does it what?
Do they miss their family? Are they looking for...
I don't think they miss their family. I think they're... I'm not in their head. It's all about instinct, and it's all about genetics. And so I think that they have a thing called site fidelity. They'll want to go back. They'll recognize their mate and their chicks if they're around, and that's the thing they'll do. But as far as missing, I don't think it's quite the same as we miss. They're not emotional creatures. They pretty much stay pretty centered. They're really balanced. We could learn from them a lot. altogether to release. I thought you meant from wash. But for the release is 7 to 10. That's a fair balance. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later.
That bird on average is just one cut, or do you have to do multiple?
No, we just do one time. They get that sprayer thing. That really is helping us. That's something we just came up with a few years ago because we were getting birds with tarry stuff on them, and we used the sprayer, and it started just eating the oil off faster. And then they go through the mouths, and usually it's what we call one session. That's it. We don't want to do it. Now, we do have a few birds that we've washed where we had to do what we call a quick wash. They'd come in and they were literally embedded in oil, and they couldn't move, and they'll die. So we make sure we can get their body temperature up. We do a 5 to 10 minute wash just to loosen it up so they can stand. And it's amazing, a lot of those will survive. We had a reddish egret, you know what they are? They are considered one of the rare birds here, and we didn't know what it was. We knew it was a heron or some kind of long beak, and it was in a giant patty of oil, and I said, we gotta wash it. We washed it, still didn't know what it was. 3 days later, after I got a lot of care, washed it again. It turned out to be a reddish egret, and then it's gonna be released, I think, tomorrow.